Hi, this is Chris Beyruti.
This is Connor Martin.
We are the director and writers of the new feature Shelter in Place.
And you're listening to the Horror Squad podcast.
Ooh.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Horror Squad podcast. This is episode number 420, which means toke it up, ladies and gentlemen, as we review The Beast of War. Maybe at the end, The Beast of War is really all of us along the journey. We'll find out later on tonight. I'm here, of course, as always, with Steve and Todd. Todd, I want to start with you because I know you sent out a little campaign update to the listeners and to the people who have supported our movie.
Yep. Yeah, it's been a minute since I updated it. I think the last one was October, November, so we're due. Yeah, 77 backers. I'm like, oh shit, because I haven't looked at that in a minute. But yeah, man, we've been hard at work editing. We talked about it last week, and even since last week, we've advanced what we've done. Steve is in the throes of editing. I'll let him speak on where he's at. Joe and I, I've been sending clips and scenes back to Joe and Mike for review. We're fucking deep, dude. We got 2 more scenes to go, dude. We're done. Which is, I don't know, what do you think percentage-wise, Joe, for that? I said
So
75,
deep.
but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, that
What do you
sounds about
think?
right.
75,
75, 80%. We're almost,
All
yeah,
right.
it's only a couple more scenes got to get edited. And
Very
yeah,
good. Very good.
it's very exciting.
Yeah, Joe constantly is just like 3 in the morning sending me notes like, hey,
Yeah, yeah.
I
He's
don't
not
like this
joking.
this fucking the way this wind sounds. Like, what do you want me to do, Joe? I mean, I'm not a Hollywood level editor here, but
I'm gonna bring out the best in you, Todd, one way or
uh,
the other.
hey, well, just careful how you treat me because I'm just gonna start putting terrible takes in there and be like, hey, this is what you sent me, Joe. What do you want me to do? So you better watch it, young man.
It's true.
Better watch it.
It's
But
true.
Joe, how do you feel like seeing it come alive? Your
It's
filming?
exciting. It's exciting. It's very fun. It's very fun to see it all come together, and I cannot wait to see sort of the full cut of it, and
Couple
then
weeks
see,
out. I'm sorry.
yeah, and then see the full cut of the entire movie, and then I'm just excited to finally release it out into the world. You know, it's been like 2 years since we decided to do this. From writing the script to filming to just everything in between. It's been quite a journey, and it's exciting that it's finally to the end and that we can finally show the world. So I'm very, very excited for that, and we hope that you guys enjoy it as much as we enjoyed making it.
And Steve, where are you at in your editing process?
So I'm like 20% done. So I've basically 5 like segments in my movie. The first one being the like kind of intro slash credits, which I already sent you guys. I just got to make a little change in that, but that's pretty much done. I'm working right now on segment like number 2, which should be by end of the week, and then 3 and 4 and 5 next week. So yeah, it wouldn't take too long. The hard stuff is done, so it's really just
Hmm.
picking the right takes and all that kind of stuff. So
Favorite
nothing.
segment from memory, if you haven't edited it yet, like 1 through 5 or whatever.
Which segment I like the most?
Yeah,
5, because it's like
5 finale.
it's where everything kind of comes together.
Yeah.
2 is fun too. They all have like their own kind of like thing in it that I enjoy. Actually, segment 1, which I sent you guys, I haven't sent it to a lot of people, but I got ranging from I like it because I'm a sick fuck to I fucking hate it. It's disgusting. You should change it. So who knows? We'll see what
You
happens.
can't please everyone, that's for sure. If we've learned anything, you could make a damn masterpiece and people are still gonna hate it. So
Yeah.
you just gotta, your directorial, your artistic vision, I think, is what's most important at the end of the day. But yeah, Steve, we also had movie club
We did.
on Friday. How did that go?
Oh my God, we laughed so much at this movie club. Oh my God, it was so funny because the 2 movies we watched, I'm going to talk about both of them during what watch. It was Inferno and Blood Tracks. Very different movies, and we laughed for very different reasons. Inferno because, God damn, that movie is a mess. And Blood Tracks because it was just one of those fun 80s movies. So, really good time with everyone who was there. So, if you want to join us, February, it's a special month. we have an annual tradition February for Movie Club, and that is horny horror.
Ooh.
So the first movie that we're going to review is a very horny film by the name of Burial Grounds. And the second movie is going to be voted on by our Discord within the next week or so. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what we watch and then watch it at the end of the month.
Very exciting. Very exciting. Yeah, movie club. Join Steve every month over on the Discord. And before we get into the show, we do unfortunately have a bit of a sad note. And Steve, I'll let you take that away.
Yeah, so something that has been happening way too often, in my opinion. We lost another of our horror friends, a fellow podcaster, a fellow Discord member, listener of our show. Her name was Donna, known online as Donna the Dead, which is also the name of our podcast. So unfortunately, we lost her last week. Super young, just it's total bullshit. That's the way life is. I just want to send my condolences to her friends and family. And it's tough, man. Just, God, that keeps happening. And I just have no words. It really kind of hit home that she was gone. But in her memory, I just wanted to make sure I mentioned it on the show. And she was great, man. We used to have a small group where we live tweet, because it was on Twitter at the time, The Walking Dead, and we did it from season 3 all the way to whenever it ended, and it was just a fun time. And after that, we all kept that same group and just send each other stupid memes and horror stuff. And she'll be missed. She was awesome and really, really cool person. And so rest in peace, Donna. And yeah, well, you'll be missed for sure.
Indeed. Yeah. Rest in peace to Donna.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, it's tough. Where do you go from there? But we'll continue on with the show. Steve, by spilling a little tea.
Let's spill it.
Oh, you want the tea? I'm sorry. We don't serve tea. Nope. Instead, you get a cup of Joe. And now here's Joe with the news.
Alrighty, thank you so much, Chuck. And here we go. Your cup of Joe for the week. We will continue on the sad train for this next piece of news, as we have lost a Hollywood legend this week, as Catherine O'Hara has unfortunately passed away at the age of 71. I mean, what hasn't she been in, really? Horror fans, of course, will know her best from her role in Beetlejuice as Lydia's mother. She was also, of course, the voice of Sally in Nightmare Before Christmas. Also, the witch character in Nightmare Before Christmas as well. I can't remember the name, but the little child, was it Lock, Shock, and Barrel, I think. So she was one of those three. I can never remember which is which. But of course, she was also Kevin's mom in Home Alone, most iconically, I would say. Also, God, I mean, what else? Everything. She was in what was that really?
Schitt's Creek.
Schitt's Creek, yeah, that was the one that was really big recently. She was also in The Last of Us last season as well. Yeah, I mean, she's been in Hollywood for years and years and years, and she was always just an amazing actress. I actually saw her most recently, I think, in the John Candy documentary as well. She was like a big part of, she was Canadian, correct, Steve, if I'm not mistaken? Because she was a big part of that sort of Canadian comedy troupe that was coming through during that
SCTV
time. Yeah. So, I mean, just a huge loss, obviously. I mean, you saw when, the news was announced, everybody was just coming out in support of her. Rest in peace, Catherine O'Hara. I'm assuming they're going to rewrite the Beetlejuice script now, because I'm sure she would have been a big part of the third Beetlejuice movie, like she was in part 2. So, yeah. Alrighty. Next bit of news here is Faces of Death is returning, ladies and gentlemen. We talked about this a little bit, but they have finally shown a teaser trailer. Now, the teaser trailer doesn't really give anything away at all. I did watch it, but I didn't even bother asking you guys to watch it because there's nothing really in there that was new footage or anything. But they did announce a release date, April 10th, 2026. And what makes this really interesting is it says in theaters. So Faces of Death is going to be coming to theaters. I'm assuming it's going to be a limited release type thing, like they did with like Late Night with the Devil and stuff like that, because it is, I believe, going to be going to Shudder eventually, or something like that. So Faces of Death, April 10th, 2026. What do you guys think? I think it won't do well in theaters.
No shot it has a wide release. It's going to be like you said, a little onesie twosie thing. I don't really give a shit.
Did you watch Faces of Death as a kid though?
I mean, who knows what was like
I mean,
actual
most of it,
Faces of
I
Death
think like
and what
all of it
was
was fake, right? I think the
right.
actual movie stuff.
But we also were the era
There's
of
no
going on
internet.
Rotten.com. Remember back
Yeah.
in the day? It's like
Dude,
disgusting. So
yeah. A movie like that, I don't think succeeds today because back then, like you couldn't
you
like
couldn't vet it.
you couldn't vet
Yeah.
exactly. So like you just were like, oh my God, this is real. But
Yeah.
nowadays, like everything is just run through AI
Yeah.
and every like
I mean, what are they
asking
going to
if
do
it's
with
real
it?
or not. Although
Is it even a narrative film, Joe and Steve, or
I,
is it just clips of people dying?
you know,
Allegedly.
it's a good. I think from our latest update, it is going to be a there is going to be a storyline attached
Eh.
to it, almost like 8mm, where I think they like find these videos and like watch them or something like that, and then when it like goes from
VHS
there,
Faces of
yeah,
Death.
yes,
Lame.
I mean, who the fuck needs Faces of Death when you have Joe as a friend? So,
exactly.
you know,
I
like,
send
Lots
all
of
the
dead
I
bodies.
send all the
yeah,
real
yeah,
death videos,
Lots
ladies and
of
gentlemen, over on the Instagram reels. You should see
lots
my
of dead
algorithm.
bodies. Yeah.
It's
yeah, I
quite
bet.
it's quite shocking even for the internet.
Joe's a fucked up person, dude.
Damn straight. All right. Next bit of news here. Congratulations to John Carpenter's The Thing, as it has been added to the National Film Registry, which is a huge deal. Not many horror movies have been added to the National Film Registry. Most notably, I think we reported on it last year that Nightmare on Elm Street was added to the National Film Registry, but only a handful of movies
978.
is it horror though?
No, that's
Yeah, yeah.
total, like of all
Total,
films
right?
ever.
Yeah, only 978 movies like ever in existence have been added to
What does
Nightmare.
that mean though? Like
It's
they're
basically
yeah,
like
what is
the
it?
highest honor for a movie that it is now like archived like for eternity. So like if the world were to end, these movies are going to survive
Isn't Texas
essentially.
Chainsaw Massacre in that too?
It is. Yep.
All right, well,
Yeah,
Yep.
it's
cool.
it's basically a contract with the government saying that they're gonna make sure that the movie like survives any event. You know,
Nuclear
it's like,
war.
yeah, it's
Why the
like
fuck do we need 35 millimeter nuclear film surviving nuclear war? It doesn't make any sense to me. It's like buying
it
your
probably
Hollywood
goes
Walk
in
of
that
Fame.
like it probably goes into that vault there where they have like one
I would
of
go in that vault,
each
dude.
type of like seed and like the
Oh,
different
the
pieces of
Doomsday
hardware.
Vault.
Yeah, like a Doomsday Vault.
Nice.
So congratulations, John Carpenter's Thing. Rightfully deserved in the National Film Registry. I think it's John Carpenter's best movie, so I'd put it in over Halloween.
I think Christine.
Christine?
I'd go
Christine's great.
Christine. Yeah.
Christine's a great one too.
But they're all, I mean, all three of those are amazing. So
Mm-hmm. All right. Here it goes. Who's a Keenan and Kel fan here, ladies
Oh,
and
yeah.
gentlemen? Because they are coming back and they're bringing a little horror. As Keenan and Kel are making a movie where they meet Frankenstein. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Keenan and Kel meet Frankenstein is going to be coming out, is going to be hitting Amazon Prime Video eventually. They announced this project just last week. They said we're excited to bring a fresh take on the classic monster story and have some fun doing it. So obviously, I'm sure they're going sort of Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein along the lines, but it's good to see Keenan and Kel back in the mix. If you are a kid of the 90s, you know Keenan and Kel were legends.
Were they like Good Burger? Like I don't even know who they are.
Yeah, but they also had their own sketch comedy show on Nickelodeon.
Okay, yeah, we didn't have
for, like,
Nickelodeon up
kids.
here,
Oh,
so
okay, yeah. They were definitely legends, and
yeah,
obviously
I know who they are though. Yeah,
Keenan has moved on to SNL. He's been on. He's now the longest tenured SNL cast member ever. He's been on since for over 20 years, and Kel has just kind of been sputting around. But Keenan's gonna bring him back for this Keenan and Kel meets Frankenstein, so that should be fun. I'm excited for it. Did we do Oscars news at all? No, like, yeah, like huge congratulations. Obviously, Oscars wise, it has been a while since we've done news, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, Sinners absolutely, blew it out of the water. I think like everyone expected, but I don't think anyone expected it to have the most nominations ever for any movie, beating out, the likes of Titanic and, other massive movies like that, with 16 nominations, of course, including Best Picture. So, I mean, massive shout out to them. Frankenstein also killed it. I think it received 11 nominations. Weapons also received it for Amy Madigan. So, yeah, man, I mean, a huge year for horror at the Oscars. Probably the biggest year ever for horror at the Oscars, obviously. And you love to see it, whether you like the movies or not. It's a huge thing for horror to be recognized on the biggest stage in movies. So congratulations! Oh, and The Ugly Stepsister also getting the little indie movie that could got a Best Makeup nomination as well, which is huge. So that's awesome. So congratulations to everybody in the horror genre and hopefully we'll get some wins. I mean, I think Sinners obviously is going to get a win somewhere. I don't think it's going to get Best Picture. I think that Leo movie is pretty much a foregone conclusion at this point. But I think Amy Madigan has a really solid chance of getting that Best Supporting Actress. And Sinners will definitely pick up some awards somewhere. I don't know. Frankenstein, I don't think it's going to win anything, but we'll see. It hasn't been doing well in the awards season. But we shall see. I would love to see Jacob Elordi get it for playing the monster, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. Also, snub-wise, Guillermo del Toro did not get a Best Director nod, even though his movie got 11 nominations. So that's kind of a bummer. But you know what? He won an Oscar already, so it's okay. We're not gonna cry about it. But yeah, huge stuff. So congratulations. All right, just a couple more stories to get through. Saw update, ladies and gentlemen. James Wan, Lee Winnell are coming back. Lee is going to be writing the script for this one, and they have teased us a bit that Jigsaw, of course, is coming back. How can he not, right?
You want to play a game? Where's my hair machine?
So they were said, Juan went on to say this. He can't say it's going to be a new original take. He said it's definitely not Spiral, but he said he still blames Lee for killing off Jigsaw. He said because it is so hard to make any future Saw movies without Jigsaw. But he said ultimately he needs to be in this new movie. He said ultimately he's a scary guy in the first one, and we want to go back to making a scary Saw movie again and here's where it gets interesting. He said with this omnipresent thing that Jigsaw had in the first film. So what exactly that means is Jigsaw.
I think that means we're not really going to see him. His
yeah.
presence will be felt.
Will be felt. All right.
Yes.
But I mean, what do you think? Like going back to the scary roots of Saw rather than focusing on the gore. I mean, they did both, I guess, in the first one, but the first one isn't as gory as obviously the sequels went on to be. So are you down for a more scary version of Saw, or are you like, no, just give me the Saw traps?
I wouldn't classify Saw as scary to begin with, but
Agreed.
I mean, I like them all except for the new ones, pretty much. So it's like, I don't know.
Saw X was good.
Yeah, it was good, but like the new one, I guess, is in Spiral, and I guess that's what was it? The last one was what X was all right, and then Spiral was Spiral with the fucking Samuel Jackson in it.
Yeah, and Chris Rock.
Okay. I don't know, man. I just think they should simplify it and don't have so many twisties and turnsies and like this guy's a fucking disciple of Jigsaw and Amanda's one, and then are you bringing back Amanda too? Like, what are we doing? They're all getting older. Let's just make a new story. I don't get it. It's not that hard.
Yeah, you can't. But they're right. Like, right, you can't have a Saw movie without Jigsaw. Like, it just doesn't work. So you have to have him. But yeah, I don't think you need Amanda. Like, I don't think she's as important. I mean, she's obviously big, but she's not as important as Jigsaw. Oh God,
That wig. Who the fuck did that wig, man?
Man. But it's exciting that James Wan and Lee, the originators are coming back. So I have faith.
I do too.
We shall see, and I'll leave it at that. And that is it for horror news this week. So now, let's get in to what watched. And tell me, gentlemen, what you been watching this week?
You know what? What have you been watching this week, Joe?
Wow, putting me on
What do
the
you got? I'm putting you on the
spot.
spot, big dog.
Well, I've been working a lot, as
I
people
know.
may or may not know. I'm even missing
Working
episodes of
that
the
street
show.
corner.
Ooh, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey,
So I haven't watched much at all. But I can talk about the movie I missed last week, 28 years later, The Bone Temple. I still haven't listened to the episode, but I will because, man, like, really did not like 28 years later all that much. I think I actually had it as like one of my biggest disappointments of the year last year in the year ender episode. So going into this, my expectations were pretty low. And with Nia DaCosta directing, like, Candyman was fine, but like it didn't like blow me. That one didn't really blow me away either. So I was like, oh, all right, we'll see how this goes. And it fucking blew me away. I loved this movie from beginning to end. And kudos to Nia DaCosta, man. She killed it in this movie because there are some amazing shots in this movie. There's some great imagery, some great scenes. But man, what really sells this movie is Ray Fiennes and Jimmy there, who was also in Sinners. What's his name? Jack O'Connell. The two of them just absolutely just own this movie in two completely different ways and different roles. I fucking loved the Jimmies, which is a complete turnaround from the last movie when they appeared and did their Power Ranger thing. That is not to be seen in this movie at all. Like it just they that's why it's still a head scratcher to me in that last movie. Like, yeah, I get it. They watch like Power Rangers on TV or whatever, but they don't do any of that in this new movie. Like, you could have just like done a more subtle ending in the last one with the Jimmy showing up and but man, yeah, like they're just brutal in this, and I fucking love them. Having Alfie Williams Spike back too, joining them, like watching him dealing with just this fucking like brutal group that are, basically Satan worshippers, which is really interesting too. Was really great and really captivating. And then you have Ray Fiennes, trying to with Samson, which on paper sounds like it could be really stupid, but to me it worked extremely well. It was like a really good story, and then we even got like Samson's little backstory as well, which I just found everything so good. And then of course the finale was fucking awesome. So man, it's a contender for my number. I mean, easily the best movie of the year so far. It's really the only horror movie I think I've seen so far this year, but it's gonna be tough to knock off, honestly, my number one, which is crazy to say. But it's I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. I absolutely loved it, and a high contender. I mean, I don't see it not get knocked out of my top 5. You know what I mean? Before year's end. So loved it, loved it, loved it.
yeah, similar to me, man. Did not like the first one and love this one, and it's fucking strange. But listen to our episode. Yeah, it was pretty good. Steve, you want to help me with this one? This what
Yep.
watched? Because I know you guys watched it in or on Movie Club, and it's Blood Tracks from '85. So this rock band is going to a small snowy mountain town to film a like a fucking music video. They're from like what, Sweden or something, Steve, something like that. I don't know, I forget.
Yeah, something like
Europe
that.
somewhere. They got they got groupies, they got cameramen, they got everybody. But there's also a family that's murderous living in an old abandoned factory that they have to contend with. I thought this was gonna suck, and I had a great time with this, man. 80s charm up the ass or out the ass, whatever you want to say. Uh, People get naked constantly, and surprisingly, some fucking great kills in this one, man. What'd you guys think when you watched it?
We had a blast watching this one. None of us had seen it before. A lot of people had never even heard of it until I put it up for nomination. And yeah, it's like The Hills Have Eyes,
Uh-huh.
but in winter.
Yeah.
And but I find that this almost had like better. Well, there are more victims because there are a ton of people for them to kill,
Yeah.
and they fucking kill them all, like or most of them, right? And
Right.
it's crazy, like the amount of gore and kills and just brutality was surprising. It was everything I like about 80s cheese. I mean, it had big hair and ridiculous. Like when the fucking band is doing their music video, we laugh so hard at like the moves they were doing and stuff
Yeah.
because they're so ridiculous. There's a ton of nudity. It's like everything you want out of an 80s like cheesy. Is it great? No, but it was fun as fuck, and especially with the group, we were just like laughing our asses off at some of the things that they would do, and like it was a good one, man.
Yeah, it was very fun and it was very weird too. Like at the opening scene, the mom and the boys leave, and then it cuts to 40 years later. I'm like, why is this even necessary? Like, why do we have this giant ass time gap? Just have them be some fucking weirdos in the mountains. That opening scene like had nothing to do with the rest of the movie. But yeah, I thought it's on Tubi. It's pretty good. I gave it a 3 out of 5.
And I also gave it a 3 out of 5. And like I said,
Nice.
it's not like a great film. It's not a classic, but if you're looking for like just easy to watch, 80s horror, yeah, definitely check out Blood Tracks. So my first one is the other movie we did on Movie Club, and that is 1980s Inferno, directed by Dario Argento. What is this movie about? Fuck, fuck should I know? This movie is a goddamn mess, in my opinion. It has all of the regular Argento charm. It looks beautiful. Cinematography is great, very colorful. The if you've seen an Argento film, they kind of all have the same kind of color palette. A lot of blues and reds, and like none of those lights are like actual lights. They always have like some kind of like color cue to them. But the story, Jesus Christ. So we start with a woman, and then she's like looking for these three keys because she read it in a book, and she goes into a hole in the ground that leads to a floor that's underwater. She finds a key, and then you're like, okay, we're gonna follow this girl as she tries to get the keys. No, immediately she switches to Rome, and then there's a guy like a music class, and then okay, maybe he's the main character, and there's like a weird girl with her cat and he's looking at her. Oh, that's going to go somewhere. Nope, that never went anywhere. So then we follow like the girl that was next to that guy, and then we're like, okay, maybe she's the main character. Nope, she gets killed. So we go back to the U.S. and then it's just like constant. Like we didn't know what the fuck was going on. None of us were like, we're all like, we are so confused what this story is supposed to be. There's just a lot of weird stuff about it. The story is just, yeah, it's too messy for my for my liking. There's also an extreme cruel moment with cats, and I just can't get down with that. Like, just absolutely and super unnecessary to the story. Unless I'm missing something, and everyone else, agreed kind of in the group, it was just completely unnecessary. So between all that, I can't say that I, enjoyed it all that much. I gave it 2.5 stars. It's not awful. There's like I said, cool shots and some cool moments and stuff like that, but this is definitely low on my Argento ladder. So that's Inferno 1980. We watch over on Tubi.
All right, I'm going to talk about one that's not a horror film that Joe, I think, reviewed on a What Watch, and I know Steve's seen it, but to me, it was marketed as a horror film. This is why it was weird, and that's Friendship from 2024 with what's his face? I think he should leave and Paul Rudd. And essentially, like I wasn't wrong, right? That trailer made it look like a horror movie.
It did. Yeah, it did.
So I was like, okay, cool. Like, and then you guys both didn't really like it that much, but basically, I think you should. What the fuck is that guy's name? I think you should leave guy.
I don't know, but Joe makes us watch him
Uh,
every
Tim?
time we go over.
Tim Robinson.
Tim
There you
Robinson.
go. Yeah. That's like
Love
the
him.
the thing. We just watched on repeat.
Chair
Yeah.
Sounds-
Company.
I need to watch Share Company. Is it good?
Mhm. Yeah, it's
Alright,
fun.
cool.
I haven't finished it, but I'm like 4 or 5 episodes down, and if you
Nice.
like his brand of comedy, it's
I
just-
do. He's
yeah.
just fucking weird, and I
Yeah.
love it. But yeah, Tim Robinson is like this. He's just a dude, man, living his life, and he doesn't really go out of his comfort zone at all. And then Paul Rudd moves in, and he's a cool dude. He's a weatherman. He plays in a band, and he's very accommodating. He invites Tim's character over and is like, "Hey, come hang out." But Tim has zero social skills, and he ends up ruining it. And then he obsesses over Paul Rudd. But it's not a horror version of that. It's just a sad, like cringy and uncomfortable film because all Tim Robinson's character needs to do is take a look in the mirror and see that like, hey, you're kind of the problem. There's also some weird shit, like his wife treats him like shit and is like hanging out with her ex-fireman boyfriend and thinks that's okay.
And then just
And-
goes missing in the tunnels.
Right, and just goes fucking missing. And I don't know. Uh, it in a way I enjoyed it, right? But it was mismarketed and it should have just been advertised as a quirky comedy anti-hero kind of thing. Because that's what it is at the end of the day. It's just this awkward dude trying to fit in with the cool crowd and figure out his life. And I thought there was gonna be some redemption here because you think there would be, but there really isn't. And did I enjoy it? Yes. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. I know you guys were lower on it, but yeah, I just can't get over that. I don't know why they market it like this. There's an audience for a movie like this if you just say what it is out front, and it's definitely not a horror movie, which is what it looked like. So I don't know. Friendship 3.5. Thought it was okay. Or I
Agreed.
thought it was good. Yeah.
I think I gave it the same score, and for the exact same reasons. Yeah, the trailer was really misleading. It would have been better if they played it into the horror, I think.
Absolutely, because you
Yeah.
could have literally had Tim Robinson being this weird, because he is.
Yeah.
He's a stalker. He even
It-
breaks into his house.
Yeah, it could have been like the I don't know if like you've ever seen The Crush with Alicia
Crush,
Silverstone
yes. No, I'm thinking of Swim
Carrie
Fan now.
Elwes. Yeah, but it could have been something like that, but like like the male friend version of it. It would have been so funny.
Yeah, because it was marketed as what's that Paul Rudd comedy where I Love You Man
I love you, man. Yeah,
for like weirdos or whatever. I'm like,
Mm.
cool, make that movie. But
yeah.
yeah,
That movie was so goddamn cringy. It was like watching Scott's Tots, the movie. Like I couldn't, I couldn't with that.
I
movie.
love Scott's Tots, so I'm all for it.
God, I can't. That's the one episode I like dread watching when I
The
watch.
more
The Office.
cringe, the better. Honestly.
Yeah.
hey,
I mean-
Mr. Scott, what are you gonna do? Or something? You're gonna make our dreams come true. That's the worst
Right.
episode. Also, second, Andy dating a high school chick and finding her.
Oh,
in high
yeah,
school.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
also fucking
Oh, yeah,
weird,
right.
weird
Yeah.
episode.
Yep.
Yep.
Sam and I are rewatching the whole series right now. So
Oh,
really?
we just watched that one recently, actually, the Andy one. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So my final one this week is a brand new film that I watched over in theater, so 2026. That is Sam Raimi's Send
Oh.
Help, which is borderline.
Is it horror? Yeah, I keep hearing
very borderline.
I keep hearing it's not really horror, but
No. So the story is Rachel McAdams. She's a really hard worker, and she's like her work essentially is moving the company forward, but no one recognizes her because she's very like awkward and weird, and like just kind of that person in the office that everyone's like, I don't really like that person because she eats like smelly sandwiches at her desk, and she's like too in people's faces and stuff like that. So she's not getting along too much with her boss. And then it turns out that the head of the company passed away, with a nice little cameo as to who that head of the company is, which you probably figure out if you've seen any Raimi movie. And his son takes over, and she introduces herself to his son, and it doesn't go well. He's a fucking jerk, and he treats her like shit. And then she goes into the office like, you need to give me this promotion that he wasn't going to give her because this. And he realizes that he does need her for this one specific deal in China. So he's like, tell you what, I'll bring you to China. If we can figure out like how to unlock this client, I'll give you that promotion. But she does very reluctantly because he doesn't like her. So they go on the trip, and on the plane, they're again, all the people that are there are dicks to her. And it's not going well, but all of a sudden, the plane crashes and they get stuck on an island. And the only survivors are her and that new boss that she has. And the rest of the story is basically misery, but on an island. So it's her taking care of him, but every time he's disrespectful, she punishes him. And it turns out that she's pretty, let's say, crazy herself.
okay.
So I was looking forward to it. I mean, Sam Raimi, that's fucking amazing, but I didn't like it. I don't know. With my friends, people seem to be pretty split. There's just a lot of issues here. Number one, both characters are unlikable. If both characters are unlikable, I don't give a shit what happens to them. And the whole movie is about those two characters. So the whole movie, I'm like, who cares? What happens? So that's pretty weird. I did like the setting and everything. They telegraphed the ending way too quickly. Like I figured out basically, or a version of what the ending would be, a quarter into the film, which kind of sucked. And there are some cool moments. Like there's one scene in particular involving a boar that everyone's going to talk about when they see this movie because it is really cool. But the thing that really grinds my shit with this one is CGI blood and gore.
Come on.
What the fuck are we doing? As I wrote in my review on Letterboxd, I literally read books about Sam Raimi finding ways to do things practically. You know,
Yeah.
like Evil Dead, when I read Bruce Campbell's book, If Chins Could Kill, like it talks about Sam Raimi finding ways to make these things happen in a practical way. And here he is, you know what, like 40 years later, and he's using CGI blood, and there's one scene where there's like a wound on the head where like hair gets ripped out and you can see a wound. CGI. And it's so obviously CGI, it hurts to watch. There are plenty of moments like that throughout the film. That just hurts my heart, man. I fucking couldn't. And the ending, god awful. I hate the ending. Like, oh my god. If we were reviewing this movie, I would just be shitting on it most of the time. But again, I like the setting. I like the beginning. I like where it was going. But once they get to the island and after a little bit, you start figuring out what's going on. All downhill from there for me. So that's Send Help. I still give it 2.5 stars because I do like a lot of the island stuff. It reminds me of Survivor, which surprisingly comes into play a lot in this movie. And yeah, it's just big disappointment. It's already a contender for my most disappointing film of the year because, I mean, Sam Raimi, high expectations.
Do they have sex?
Ooh.
I'm not going to spoil it because
That
it's a
means
big part
yes.
of what they're
That
working
means
on.
yes.
Yeah, it's. I'm very curious what you guys will think though when you do eventually check it
Yeah.
out.
Trailer looks good.
Yeah, there's.
I
But
didn't even think the
bloods.
trailer looked that good. Like I was like, I'll
That looked
watch
like
it
a
because
fun
it's Sam
thriller kinda
Raimi, but yeah, I mean that's a at-home watch for sure. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
bother going to the
As soon as you see that first CGI blood, like during the plane crash, you'll be like, "Oh
Lame.
no! Like what are we doing here?"
Yeah.
Especially Sam. If it wasn't Sam Raimi, I'd be like, "Okay, that sucks. That's stupid." But Sam Raimi, like, come on, man! You're
Yeah.
supposed to be the one that does that kind of stuff.
It's true, isn't it? I think this is like highest rated movie ever on the tomato meter. I was reading the
Oh.
other day. It's like higher than Spider-Man or something.
Yeah, that's as soon as
which is
people watch
wild.
it, you know.
Well, it's critic wise. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
critic tomato meter anyway.
Yeah,
But
I don't get it.
interesting.
But some people that I'm like friends with,
Yeah, I know.
loved it, so
Our Discord member Kate, she gave it like 4.5. She fucking absolutely loved it. So
no. I'm telling you, it's really split. Like some people
Yeah.
kind of hate it, like I did. Some people absolutely like loved it. So
Well, we'll have to see.
We'll have to see.
Todd's the biggest Raimi lover out of all of us, so we'll have to see what he thinks of it.
What did your wife think, Steve? What, give it a
she
star
liked
rating?
it.
She liked it.
Yeah,
Nice.
she gave it. She gave it out of 10. She said 7 out of 10.
Okay.
We were with someone else, and that person gave it a 3 out of 10. So,
Ooh,
so
all right, all over the board then. All
So
right.
I'm at like a 5. So yeah, it's all over the board, which
Okay.
similar to what I've seen on Letterboxd as well with my friend
Cool.
group.
Alrighty. Well, exciting. Thank you. 2026. It's off to a bumpy start, I guess. We got one good one.
Bone
one
Temple
week one.
kicked it.
Bone
Kicked
Temple
ass, though.
killed it, though. Yeah.
I'm
for
watching
sure.
Primate tonight. I'm really excited.
Ooh,
I hear-
I'm excited for that
Oh,
one.
is it
I hear-
available now at home?
Yeah, I must be
Nice.
because it's on my yeah. So
All right, Ben. Let's
yeah.
see what
I'm
you got.
watching that and The Housemaid or whatever tonight.
Who the fuck is
So,
Ben?
Oh yeah, isn't that the monkey's name in it?
Oh,
I don't know.
no
I
idea.
haven't seen it. I'll tell you.
Yeah, you know
it is. I think it is. I thought I've seen like previews. I thought his name is Ben, but I couldn't. be wrong.
Ben, no. And then it's
Yeah.
like Claire's at the screen, probably.
Right.
Guaranteed.
Gordy.
Ben, no. And then
I hear good things about it though. So
it looks fun.
yeah.
I mean, if
yeah.
it just delivers like practical kills from an ape, that's
there
fucking
you go.
sick.
There was the word.
Practical,
They
baby.
delivered fucking practical
Practical.
kills. If you
Right.
can
That's
do
what I
it,
heard,
do it.
yeah.
If you
Sam
absolutely
Raimi-
can.
We
and
know
the
you're a
monkeys,
listener,
and the
dude. What are you
monkey's
doing?
practical. They like
Yeah,
built,
the
like
that's
this
it.
awesome monkey suit, like and had to
Yep.
put an actor in it. So
That's cool.
yeah. Did you see, man? You should look on YouTube. They like the actor went like into a movie screening, like and he like jumped around in the crowd in his monkey
Nice.
suit. It looked awesome. All right. Thank you, gentlemen. Maybe we should review this monkey movie then. I don't,
Yeah.
perhaps if
I'll-
it's
I'll
A couple
email
available.
months. Maybe a couple months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All righty. Thank you, gentlemen. And now it is time for the return of trivia. It's been a couple of weeks. I apologize. That's
Been a
mainly
minute.
my fault. So, Todd,
Mm-hmm.
bust out the books, baby. It's a little light right now because this, we're just starting, but saving your arms and let us know the scores
Save
for
it for the
trivia.
World Series. Steve in a lead 7. Joe 6. Myself a pitiful, a pathetic, a shameful 2.
Oh, come on.
Let's turn it around today. Maybe I'll get more than 1 point today. Maybe I'll
I
get
believe-
0. Who knows? We don't
I
know.
believe in
We
you.
never know. Could be
You never
five.
know. Who's
you
counting? It could be zero.
You.
Might have goose egg all around. I don't know.
Right.
I don't think that's ever happened, but it might happen
No,
now.
I don't think it'll happen. I have some
Ooh, you
lob
got
balls
some-
on.
You got some softballs there. Why don't you
Yeah.
lead it off then there?
Sure.
Nick.
So we're gonna start with guess the movie based off the IMDb Did You Know section.
Oh,
So there is a theme, but I'm not going to tell you until after this question.
okay.
First one, trivia. The video game Charlie is playing in her room is Slither by Century 2 on a ColecoVision game console.
Okay.
Number 2, quotes. This is Irv. I got some tall apologizing to do. There's a line of cars coming up the road. I'll stand with you if you want. I'll get my deer gun.
Dear God. Okay, it's not what I thought it was, huh?
Goofs. This is a revealing mistake. When Charlie's dad gets shot with the dart in the wide shot from the viewfinder of the rifle, he reacts to the shot, but he has been hit with nothing. Then in the next closer shot, the dart just appears.
Got it.
Connections.
Uh-huh.
This movie was featured in Search of Darkness.
Huh.
Which is revealing if you think about it.
80s.
Yeah, automatically 80s. Which is my theme tonight. 80s.
80s.
Soundtrack.
Love it.
Crystal Voice by Tangerine Dream.
Is it Fright Night?
Wrong.
Ah, damn
Good
it.
guess, though. And then finally, last one, FAQ. So someone asked this question, so I just put the question. Why does Andrew's nose bleed whenever he uses his ability to make people do what he wants?
'Cause he's fucking horny, bro.
Oh, sounds like Stranger Things.
It
He's a
does.
horny guy.
Probably where they got this,
Probably. Yeah,
yeah, this quirk.
Let's see, we got
interesting.
Andrew, we got Charlie. There was some random name you said.
Irv.
Irv. I don't know.
Any guesses, Joe, before?
Andrew.
Tough one.
Charlie.
The car line kind of sounds familiar to
ColecoVision.
me.
Let me get my deer gun.
Is it a vampire movie?
Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe. He said maybe.
he did say maybe.
He said
I'll
maybe.
confirm it after you guess. And then you guys get another shot.
I feel like it's a vampire movie. I got nothing.
Okay, it's not a vampire.
Damn it.
No, I don't. I was originally gonna say Hereditary when you said Charlie, but then like it's obviously not that because it's an 80s movie, but
Right.
I got nothing.
You guys give up?
Yes.
It is 1984's Firestarter.
All right. Oh, damn it, dude. I just watched it like 3 weeks ago. Fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, you know who's really evil in that movie? When was the last time you watched that movie?
Oh, it's been a while.
Okay. The orderly that like tries to lie to her. He's just fucking asshole and he's
Hmm.
like trying to befriend her. I forget who plays him. All right. I'll go. That one's too easy. What does Jimmy call Satan 20 years later? We're not gonna ask that. That's too easy. We just watched that. Old Nick.
Yeah.
Okay. What?
Oh, Greg?
Oh, great. Have you ever drank Bailey's from a shoe? What cryptozoological type of creature
Oh,
is discussed by random characters in 2003's House of a Thousand Corpses?
can you repeat that, please?
What
Chupacabra or
Chupacabra? Incorrect.
Yeah.
What cryptozoological type creature is discussed by random characters in 2003's House of a Thousand Corpses, which was the main plot point until it was edited mostly out. So it's kind of randomly thrown in here.
Really?
Yeah. What cryptozoological creature?
I don't remember
It's
them talking
top
about
12.
anything other than Fishman.
Fish boy. No.
Hmm.
Steve, you got anything? Anybody?
A cryptozoological creature?
Yeah, like think like
Yeah, no, I
yeah,
know.
like merman
but-
and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
recall
I
them
don't-
talking about. This was actually going to be in the movie too.
It is in the movie, but it was
Oh.
gonna be more it was gonna be heavily
It
featured.
was going to be a big point.
Yeah, a bigger plot point, but then
I could picture it, but I can't. I don't know.
Yeah,
All
I got
right.
nothing.
I'll say a wraith.
a wraith.
Struggle.
No.
Struggling tonight, guys.
Re-
Come on.
You ready for it?
Yes.
The answer is skunk ape.
Skunk Ape.
That dumb damn
Interesting.
skunk ape had sexual relations with my wife.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Originally, the teenagers were like going across to like look at like cryptozoological shit, and
Hmm.
the skunk ape was one of the things that they're after. But
Interesting.
remember, there's like a weird like dream sequence, and it's like all like inverted colors and shit. And it's like an old dude with a shotgun, and then another dude's like, "Hey, he had sexual relations with my wife." Skunk ape. That's the answer.
All right.
Joseph. Your turn.
Interesting. All right. Tagline.
Oh.
Can you guess the movie?
Probably not.
Dance with the Devil.
Dance with the devil if you wanna get your money. That's the theme song, probably. Dance with the devil. Joe has a mohawk today.
Guys, this is my bedhead. I
It's
need
your
a
bedhead,
haircut.
dude. Give me a head with bedhead.
Ooh.
The
I will
Joe-
say
Joe story.
it is a movie we have all seen.
Uh-huh.
It has been reviewed on this podcast.
Night of the Demons.
Incorrect.
Ooh, The Witch.
Good guess, though. Incorrect.
No.
Also a
Damn
good guess.
it.
I'll give you one
Dance with the
more guess.
demon.
I will say it has come out within this decade.
A Late Night with the Devil.
Incorrect.
Oh, that was a good fucking guess. So. Came out this
Darn it.
decade.
I saw the devil. Did what the devil did.
I'm gonna say Candyman.
Incorrect. The correct answer is last year's #1 horror movie, according to our list, Sinners.
Sinner.
Oh,
I
okay.
would not put that. Well,
I can see it.
I guess. The tagline should have been like, "Let me in," the movie. But
Oh.
All right.
we won't get started on that again. God.
So remember 80s movies? That's my
Uh-huh.
theme.
Yes.
So I'm gonna do guess the movie by the IMDb parental guide, but in
Uh-huh.
reverse order because they actually get
Oh,
progressively easier
the
as we get
boobies
closer
get
to the movie.
well,
So
spoiler,
frightening
got
and
it.
intense scenes. The face of a deformed boy.
Yeah.
That doesn't do shit.
No.
Cool.
Alcohol, drugs, and smoking.
hmm
Some smoking.
Oh,
That's a big hint.
Right?
you can't. Do
That's
that.
why I'm doing
You
it
can't do
reverse
that
because
now.
these ones were like shit. All right, profanity. Some swearing, around 2 fucks.
Uh-huh.
There are a few uses of shit and bitch and a few lesser vulgar terms.
Can you use those in a sentence for me?
All right, I'm gonna skip violence and gore because that's the giveaway. So
Uh-huh.
sex and nudity.
Ah.
It is implied that the killer is a necrophiliac.
Oh.
And
Saucy.
finally, I'd say the giveaway if you've seen the movie, violence and gore. A man is decapitated with a metal sheet on screen.
I don't fucking know.
I'm sure you've seen at least this clip of
Oh.
the decapitation with the metal sheet.
Metal sheet. Decap. And he's a necro whatever.
Well,
Necrophiliac.
Necrofucker.
the killer. is
Maniac.
wrong.
Wrong. I don't know. I got like brain fog for like 9 weeks in a row, dude. It's crazy. Am I dying?
It stars a young girl who eventually became a pretty big star in her adulthood.
Mm-hmm.
Fire
And-
starter.
Wrong. Okay, and I was gonna say it also stars a horror legend from one of the big horror movies.
I dance the devil, baby, but I did it. What's the girl's name, dude? Clearly don't know anything.
No, it'd be super easy if I gave you the girl's name.
Probably not. The way we're
Yeah.
going tonight.
You guys don't know?
No, I don't
No.
fucking know.
All right. Well, if you're on Discord once in a while, you would see it because we've discussed it quite a
Oh,
bit
right.
lately, and that is Phenomena.
Phenomena. Ba-ba-da-da-da.
Jennifer
Oh.
Connelly.
All right. Back to
My
me?
turn, bitch. My turn, bitch.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's Todd.
You get one chance only. In what
Okay.
Friday the 13th will you find Final Girl, Chris? Final Girl, Chris.
Six.
Part 5.
Incorrect, both. The answer is
Damn it.
part 3,
8.
Chris, which is arguably the best
3D.
female-looking cast because
Ooh,
Chris is very foxy,
okay.
I might say. All right, Let's go for the record. Let's go zeros.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Let's go for it.
All right. No, this one's easy. I think you guys will get this one. Okay. What was the name or the nickname of
Oh.
the truck driver the students played a prank
Candy
on
cane.
and backfired in Joyride? And that is incorrect, Steve.
Oh no, that's the other. It's the other way around, right?
Yes.
Oh man, it's like I hear his voice.
Yeah, yeah.
This-
Candy
this
cane.
is-
Candy cane. God,
Why
I love
are
that
you?
voice.
Why'd you lie to me?
It's got a great
Where's
voice.
Candy Cane at? Fuck. Why don't I know this? The tape is right there on the damn shelf. Candy Cane. Is that voiced by
Yeah,
what's
it's
his
from
face?
the guy from
Yeah.
Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the
Yeah.
Lambs.
Dude,
Ted Devine?
Ted Devine.
something.
Yeah.
Ted Levine. Yeah, Ted Levine.
Ted Levine,
Levine?
yeah.
Yeah.
Put the fucking lotion in the basket.
God
Go you
damn.
fucking harder.
I can't think of it.
Biggest Dickus.
I don't remember.
No. Come on. We reviewed this.
I know.
I know. It's on. It's literally over there. I bet it's
Joe,
on the
you
fucking
leave, and then we
back
get
of the
Rusty
tape.
at trivia.
I don't even know what's
Apparently.
happening in this world anymore. Joe's ordering me around at 3 a.m. to fucking
Yeah,
fix
right.
lights and shit. I'm like, dude, I don't. There's so many dicks in Joe's movie. I can't even keep count.
Yeah,
Thank
my
you.
God.
Candy Cane Rupert. His name's Rupert.
They're just close-ups
I don't
on
remember.
penis.
Yeah, just like I don't even know whose penis it is. Could be anyone's.
Mhm. Yep. The answer is Rusty Nail.
Rusty Nails. Fucking
Mhm.
bitch.
Yeah. Fuck. All right.
What a stupid edgy ass name though. What's your code name? Or Rusty Nail? Hey bitch, shut up.
All right. Regular question.
All right.
The meaning of this movie's title is defined as being a creature found in European folklore and folk religion. It is typically described as being the offspring of a fairy, troll, elf, or other legendary creature that has been secretly left in the place of a human child. Sometimes the term is also used to refer to the child who was taken. It is the swap child meaning of the term that is of relevance to this film story.
The
So
hole
the
in
title.
the ground?
Sorry?
What's that?
The hole in the ground?
Wrong.
So the title is
That movie is exactly about
I
that.
just described what the definition of that title
definition
is.
of the title is. Okay.
Oh. The definition of the title. Okay.
So yeah, that he was whatever the
bad.
title is means
Hole in
what
the
he
ground
said.
pretty good though.
And
Is
then
it?
the
Pretty
Did we
last
watch
decent.
that? Did we read that?
No.
I don't think we did.
No, you didn't?
No, but it's pretty good.
Let's see. The Doppelganger.
Wrong.
I don't know. It's probably not even a thing. The Doppelganger.
Hmm. Dang, it's a struggle tonight, folks.
Fucking Riveting
All right,
stuff.
you guys want a hint?
Sure.
Yes.
We have reviewed this movie.
That never
on the
helps, dude.
podcast. I mean, at 420 episodes,
That just
no,
makes it
doesn't
worse.
help it.
The
it's like-
Changeling.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck yeah, dude.
good job.
And, George C. Scott?
Yeah,
Hell yeah. I remember you picked that because you love that movie.
I did for episode
Awesome.
100.
Let's go. I'm on the board. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I was kind of hoping we get zeros and then fun.
Yeah.
Whose turn is it?
You need it. So.
I do.
I think it's back to you.
Back to me.
It is.
All right. Okay. This 2017 horror comedy features Nick Cage and Selma Blair attempting to kill their children.
Oh.
Andy?
Incorrect.
No.
I think we
know.
covered it.
I
think
know.
we did.
No,
Yeah.
we didn't. We didn't
No?
cover it. No.
Hmm.
But I know exact. Is it just called Parents?
It's not. Parents is the one with shitters.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And
Can you just repeat the
it
title?
came
The,
out.
Sure.
what you
It
said?
didn't come out that long ago.
This 2017 horror comedy
Okay. Yeah.
features Nicolas Cage and Selma Blair attempting to kill their children.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I remember
Oh
it.
fuck is incorrect.
Hmm, I don't know.
Oh, here, while you guys are thinking, I'll do my song. I danced the devil, but I
Mm.
didn't shoot the deputy devil.
I'm just going to say, I don't remember the full title, but the Last Witch.
Nah.
Incorrect.
It like has to do with like mom and dad or something.
Correct.
I thought it was called
Is
Mom
it
and
really?
Yeah, it's called.
I'll take it.
I haven't seen that one. Any good?
I thought I could have sworn we covered that, but
No,
I
we
didn't like it.
didn't.
That was right.
Okay,
All right.
back to me.
Uh,
Yep.
Alrighty. Let's see. Let's see if we can find an easy. These all come from Kayla, by the way. So shout out to Kayla.
Kayla.
All right. Let's just go with this one. You know, maybe you'll get it, maybe you won't. But it's an easier one. It's just a guess, shot in the dark. What year was Creep Show released?
84.
1982.
Steve!
No!
It's my
Knocked
birth
it out of
year,
the park,
so-
baby.
Dang it.
Yeah,
all got ones.
that's the only reason I know it.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right, ones across the board.
Yeah, baby.
With Steve remaining, everyone just moves up 1 point.
Exactly, that's what-
8 to 7 to 3. Big fucking whoop.
Oh, man. We'll do better next week. We promise,
Awful.
everyone. We
We know
promise.
horror movies, right? We're horror fans. Seen a couple. I don't know. Apparently, I've seen 420 with watching you guys.
Yep, it's true. Crazy. Alrighty. Thank you, gentlemen. And now it is time for our main event of the evening, 2025's Beast of War, directed by Kaya Roche Turner and starring Maximilian Johnson. What a name. Lee Tiger Haley, Sam Delich, Joel Nankervis, and Mark Cole Smith as the piss-drinking Leo. Plot. A group of young soldiers, fresh out of boot camp, find themselves stranded on a raft in the middle of the ocean after their ship is sunk by the enemy and must battle for their lives against a giant, hungry, great white shark. Todd?
Yeah.
That was a pretty good plot. But before you give us your plot, this was your pick. What made you pick this one?
Well, been eyeing it for a minute since last year because, I mean, soldiers, WW2, a great white shark. It's a recipe for
Intriguing.
success, right?
Um,
And
well,
that
we'll
plot
see.
honestly is pretty dang good. I mean, you can't really expand upon it that much, but we meet these young men. They're doing some last minute training. They're gonna go fight the Japanese. These guys are Australian. You got the one naive young one that needs help. You got the strong one that I believe he's Aboriginal. Is that what they're natives descent? So there's one guy that's like racist towards them. So you have that dynamic, and they're doing like field training and blah blah blah. There's some hot ass nurses, which guys, I'm sorry, isn't a thing unless well, obviously I didn't serve in World War II, but the nurses aren't hanging out with the fucking guys in the middle of their fucking in the field. Hell no, that's a recipe for disaster. And these guys sneak off. They're talking to him. Hey, oi, what's your name, love? Hey, my name's Becky, or whatever the fuck her name is.
Doesn't even go anywhere either, by the way.
No, it never
that
comes
whole
back.
plot point, yeah.
Never comes back. Anyway, these guys, they're dealing with their bullshit, and then they get deployed. They're on their way to fight the Japanese. Their ship gets fucking destroyed. A handful of them make a little makeshift raft, and then, oh shit, there's a great white in the water, but there's also inner turmoil. There's Japanese strikes, and there's other stuff that the green screen will show you. Yeah, man, like I said, recipe for success. Huge shout out to having a practical shark most of the time. That is fucking huge. I loved it. The shark looked amazing. He was very menacing, and he almost looked like disease looking. He was fucking blind and shit. And he was like constantly like just under the water. Very cool shots. But they try really hard to make this like a brotherly kind of film with soldiers and stuff. And the beginning of it is just them hanging out and shit. But I really honestly didn't connect to any characters. There was some background stuff with the main guy that like apparently I think one of his family members was killed by a great white shark. Like I don't remember if they explained it, but they kind of like showed some like back footage or something when he was young. I don't know. But then like the tone for me was very, very weird. There's this scene where this Japanese guy comes out of nowhere and it just looks silly to me. Like I just didn't take the film seriously unless the shark was on the screen. So overall, like I thought it was okay and it had some very powerful imagery in there, very scary stuff. But it didn't really pull off the execution, in my opinion. But what do you guys think?
Yeah, I had never heard of this movie in my life until Todd selected this. So I went in with not knowing a damn thing about this movie, besides knowing it was going to be a shark movie. I was intrigued at the beginning because I was like, oh, interesting, like the war backdrop could make this really interesting. But then they get on the raft and they're stuck on the raft or whatever you want to, the piece of the airplane or whatever for like an hour or whatever the fuck they're stuck on. And then I just kind of was bored. Like I found it a real chore to get through, honestly, for the most part. Just because like not a lot of interesting things happen, honestly. Like when the shark is there, it's pretty dang cool. But the shark really isn't in there too much. The shark looks really cool though. So kudos to them for like actually building a practical shark for the movie. That looks really cool. But there's just to me there just wasn't like enough like with the shark, and it was more about like their survival, which is fine. But to me, it just lended it to be rather dull. But to be fair, like clearly it's a low budget movie, and they definitely struggled with that. You could tell because, like they used fog a lot for whatever they were on, a set or whatever for the water. So I think they were definitely hindered by their budget and what they could do. And with the bigger budget, I actually probably think this is a much better movie. So, but as it stands, I just was kind of like, it's something honestly I'm probably gonna forget about like within a few weeks.
I liked it. I didn't love it, but I liked it. It's a typical shark movie. It's also a typical like one location movie. I loved the beginning part, like when they were going through like their exercises and getting to know each other. I was actually having a lot of fun just learning about these people. Sarge was hilarious. It just like the way he was barking orders at everyone, and he was actually like a level-headed Sarge. Like he was actually like punishing people for doing the wrong thing and everything. So I like that whole aspect. And I like where it was going, but then they crash, and then the whole rest of the movie is kind of on that piece of metal that they're floating on. I was curious to know where they were going to go with it because there's a lot of people on that like piece of metal. There's like what 8 people when it first happens, and I think they did a good job of disposing of people in different ways. Because it could have easily been very repetitive, like the same shark comes, eats one, comes back, eats one. But they found like some way to keep it interesting all the way to the end. So I thought it was actually pretty interesting. That's always something you'll struggle with any movie like Frozen or Buried or anything that takes place kind of on one single location. But I thought they did a good job with it. But I do agree the budget definitely showed. They're always in a fog because they can't show that they're basically in a pool, which was fairly obvious. But that shark was fucking like legit scary. One of the scariest sharks I've seen in a while. We were laughing before reviewing it, Todd and I, because we're like, I hope it's not like fucking Dangerous Animals where they're doing like a CGI thing. But no, this shark was like, it just looked really good. And yeah, it was brutal. And yeah, I enjoyed it. It's like, I agree with Joe. I'm not going to remember this fucking movie. It's going to be like, we'll have trivia in a year and we're like, when did we do that? I don't remember doing that, so. But for the one-time watch, I thought it was fine.
Yeah, there's some funny stuff like completely random. It leads somewhere, but the character out of nowhere is like, "Do you guys think you can drink your own urine?" But it was the way it was brought into the conversation was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" But then they drink their own urine, and immediately it rains afterwards. And I thought that was the funniest shit ever. Because that one guy sells it. It's like, "Oh yeah, this is so refreshing," and then they all piss and throw up, and that was really funny.
Yeah, I actually that was one of the most obviously memorable scenes. But I honestly I think that guy is a great actor. Like he's kind of like the shitty one,
The main
but
dude or the bad guy?
is he like a bad? He's sort of the
The one
bad,
that, well,
not
he
the
calls them
bad.
like
Like, he's
racist
like the
names and
main
shit.
dude, right? Like at times he's a prick, but then at other times he's not. The guy that drinks the piss first.
Oh no, no, he's a
I
good
mean,
guy.
he becomes, but he's kind of an asshole in the beginning.
Only
What?
to
What?
only to the assholes who are being
Only
racist.
to the
Well,
racist guy.
all right, fine.
Yeah, that's a matter of perspective, but like
Yeah.
Let's dive deeper into this.
he's
Joe. What
calling
do
him
you exactly
calling him
think?
darky. He's like he only gets paid 1/3 of the other guy's salary, which is fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Which that guy beat him up like twice, and the
Yeah,
guy
he
was
did.
still talking shit to him. Like, dude, just stop.
Seriously, like learning
But
a
he's
lesson.
I really liked him, the main guy. He's been in other stuff too, right? Like he looked really
I don't know.
familiar to me. I'll have to look him up on IMDb, but I really liked him, and yeah, the piss scene is definitely probably the most memorable scene other than sort of the shark attack scenes, but I think the most memorable scene for me is when the first shark attack when like they eat the guy and like half his body like comes up into the water.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
cool.
really cool. That was awesome. And I wish like we got more of that. And well, we can get into it. I'll save my thoughts for
Open
later.
it up. Open it up. I mean,
Well,
there's
like
a lot to talk
okay,
about.
like we get into the Japanese soldier like coming towards them.
That was
Dude,
ridiculously
that
stupid.
was ridiculous. Well, first of all, where the fuck did he come from? And
The crash
oh,
plane.
right, the
Yeah,
plane
he
crashed.
crashed. That's right.
Okay, that's right.
But he
okay.
got his sword out.
Yeah.
But then, okay, fuck that. They're fucking gonna kill that guy. I don't care. Like a Japanese soldier coming at you, you're gonna kill him. Like, and he slowly is coming. It's like I don't
Cool,
know.
we have the advantage.
I
Let's give it
really,
away.
I really dislike that scene like a lot. I just found it very forced, honestly. Like I feel like because they had like the war thing, they had to like incorporate that, but it just felt really out of place.
I honestly thought they'd go the opposite way with it. I thought like it's one thing when you're shooting down and you're not really seeing your enemy, but it was a whole other thing when you're both in a survival situation together. I thought the Japanese guy was going to actually help. Because you've heard stories like that in wars where people of opposing sides find themselves in a situation where they got to help each other or, whatever the case may be. And then, they end up doing that because once you're actually face to face, it's a totally different thing. It's not about, your country. It's about just like surviving. So I was surprised they went kind of oh, let's fight. And then it just dragged on so long. They're fighting on two friggin' pontoons at the same time. It was,
Right.
it was a weird scene. I thought they bungled that whole thing.
Yeah, you wanted Kong Skull Island then when they fucking come together and they're friends for like 30 years, which is a really cool part of that movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's also bullshit because one, he sank your ship, or at least one of his countrymen did, and then two, he's shooting at the survivors in the water. So fuck him, kill him. And then the one guy's like, no, it's not right. I am not gonna throw my grenade in. Shut up, bitch. You're the reason why he kills somebody because you're a little pussy ass guy. But it's so dumb, dude. When he's like coming out of like the sun, Emperor of the Rising Sun, and he has his sword at his side, and he throws the sword away for some fucking reason. I know it's probably to make the Australians think he's not gonna kill him. But it's just like, give me a fucking break. I thought a really funny scene too was when they're trying to there's a lot of stuff in here that's like, oh, that's convenient. There happens to be a boat like 30 yards from them. And I thought it was hilarious because the main guy is like, I bet you I can get over there without getting my feet wet. Immediately gets his feet wet by jumping and both his feet land in the water. But then later on, another convenient thing. Oh, because they're like, oh, we can't get the engine started. And then what happens? Tools wash up right next to
Oh
their
God,
boat.
yeah.
And they're like, oh shit, there's tools in here. And
I
they
forgot about
fucking
that.
float off and then they ride the waves into the sunset and they live. But that guy got his arm fucking chopped off, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, well, he
which I
kills
think
the
was
shark.
which I think is a nod to the Sarge who also lost his arm and was telling the story at the beginning of the film. So it was like,
All right.
to me, that was like just like, okay, the good guys lost their arms, fighting in the war. But before we get to the end and the shark stuff, the scene for me that was the most memorable was the fucking grenade scene. I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
for sure that was just a dream he was having because of the sun, where he fucking drops the grenade and the guy like just
Guy
explodes on
jumps
the
on it,
fucking boat.
yeah.
Yeah, but it just kept going. I'm like, holy shit, that was fucking real. You
Pretty
know?
random.
Yeah, that was like kind of out of nowhere, but I liked it because it just
Yeah.
disposed of someone else in a different way that we
brutal
hadn't
too.
seen. Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
guts
you
everywhere
got
and
guts
shit.
everywhere and stuff. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
And one thing that I wish had come back, and I remember specifically thinking, "Oh, I hope this comes back," is when they were training at the beginning and that huge like spike trap. It's like this fucking giant club with spikes on it, and it was just brutal the way it hit the tree. Like, oh god, I hope they use that at some point. But nope, that's
Yeah.
just to show, I guess,
Just
maybe
showing
real
off their
things that they
jungle
did
warfare.
in Australia. Yeah.
Yeah, I just like really don't understand the whole nurse stuff because like I thought maybe the nurses are going to save them or there's going to be some sort of like relationship there where like we're going to go back and forth like between the nurse and like her boyfriend being like stuck on the raft or something, but just didn't go anywhere. I
Yeah.
really it really felt like an unnecessary filler.
I thought it was going to end that way, where they get rescued, and then the first thing he sees when he wakes up is like that same nurse, and that's how the film ends. You know?
She's like, ew, I like dudes with 2 arms.
Yeah, right. That'd be so funny. Yeah. But yeah, no,
I like dudes that don't lose their arms. to
You're right.
sharks.
It was completely unnecessary.
Yeah. I thought it would have been really funny if, because you know how they recover the Japanese guys like sake his little glass of sake.
Yeah.
I would have thought it was fucking hilarious if he had pissed in that jug and it was just his plain piss jug.
That'd be so fucking
If they
funny.
drank it, piss
Poisoned it?
again. No, they just drank piss for a second time and they just I thought that was so funny, but
Mhm,
it didn't. It was just sake, so
mhm.
I was let down.
Yeah.
How about Tommy eating the peaches, motherfucker?
Fucking Tommy.
Oh.
They should have ate him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tommy's-
I think we could have used a little more conflict between
Yeah.
them all too, like on this raft or whatever. What are they on? A piece of
They're on,
plane?
like, a
I fucking always
They're
forget.
on a
piece
piece
of
of the
metal or
ship.
something.
Yeah.
A piece of the ship. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. Although there was a really cool scene where the shark almost tips him over and he's like
Yeah.
inches from his face. I'm like, holy fuck. Like that this shark is so fucking cool looking.
It's the best
shark
part of
makes
the
film.
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the shark
yeah.
makes the fucking film.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
use like a CGI shark here, this movie's like honestly to me like unwatchable.
Oh, yeah,
But
for
the
sure.
fact that they used like an actual cool shark and it looks good, like it really does. It is the saving grace of this movie for me.
And I love the whole thing where they he like I don't know, he doesn't eat it, but it gets stuck to him somehow. The like broken
Oh, the air
siren.
raid siren?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a cool touch because it, it's kind of like in Jaws with the like the
barrels.
barrel thing. So I thought that was a cool way to like just know the shark is coming and the anxiety that you get when the shark, because the shark was. This is the most terrifying shark I've seen. I'm telling you, a lot. And I watch a lot of shark movies. I was very surprised at how brutal the shark was, and he just looked cool. He looked
Yeah, it's
different.
very
He looked,
creepy.
yeah,
Mhm.
that was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost as good as Ghost Shark.
Almost. I mean,
Almost.
the Ghost Shark is
That's
a
the
really
standard.
high bar, but yeah.
Or Shark Exorcist, really. I mean,
Oh my god, yeah, there's so many. Wait till you
There's a
see a
lot.
fucking water shark. It's
water. What the fuck is Water Shark?
you'll know.
It's called Water Shark?
Yeah.
Is that a punishment movie you got in the chamber?
No, it's
No.
my movie.
Steve and Steve's movie.
Oh, never mind. I've seen that. one.
I'm
Get
gonna
with
try
it,
to
Tom.
be the worst shark in
I
film.
thought it was Shower
history.
Shark.
Shark.
I switched it because there is a shower shark already. So
Interesting.
Multiple sharks.
Yeah, you heard it here.
Does it come out of the fire hydrant? Like
Come out of-
like Ghost Shark.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Oh man. So
Man, this movie doesn't have much to talk about. It's like them
it's
stuck on a
not.
boat.
I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna have some meat on it, but
Hour and 20 minutes, and I still felt like it was too long. I don't know. Like I just, yeah.
I think they die. I think they both die at the end. I don't think they
You
get.
think
anyone.
so?
Yeah.
I think
fuck
they
'em.
no. I think they're
One of 'em-
okay. They
one of 'em's got
basically
his
have
arm
like
chopped
a
off, dude.
they have like a makeshift boat thing. I mean, they might get honestly, they might become POWs. To be quite honest,
That's worse.
I know.
They should just fucking die.
Yeah.
One's got his arm cut off or bit off. He's gonna die, and he's shot. So he's got
Yeah,
two
he got
fucking
shot in the stomach. He's
Yeah.
done.
by a fucking. Did he get by a plane bullet? Right? Yeah, that plane
Yeah.
bullet's
Yeah.
like 30 millimeter or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
That's gonna
It-
blow
I
him
think
up.
they die in the water.
Yeah, fuck yeah, because
Trying to get back.
there's no way the cowardly guy can live, and that's the problem I have
Yeah,
too.
it
Everyone's
is true, 'cause
a caricature of everybody.
They don't have any food, right? At
No
that
food,
point,
no water, except
No water.
piss.
no water, and they're like in the middle of the ocean, right? They're probably not anywhere near. We don't know how far off land they are, but
They said they're in the middle of
Yeah.
Australia and Timor,
and
Timor.
Japan.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they're
So
probably
yeah,
fucking
you
dead.
don't want to go to
They-
Japan. That's for sure.
They're either dead or they're getting. I guess they could get rescued though. Like, I mean, I don't know. During the war, are they sending out rescue vessels? Probably not.
Yeah, they are,
I
but-
don't know. Are they?
Yeah,
during
but it's
that time?
clearly controlled by Japanese forces at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's no way they're getting to them.
hmm I
They
did
all-
like.
they
I
die.
did. I did like the Japanese plane coming though, where they thought they were being saved.
That was
I thought
cool. Yeah,
that
that
was
was
that
cool.
was a that was a good scene.
And the gore's good, man. The
It
effect,
is.
like
Yeah.
all of the practical like kills are solid. Like the guts are fucking disgusting, and
Mm-hmm.
So right or wrong, the guy that it looks like he initially is trying to save him from the Japanese plane, but then he like kicks him deeper into the
Oh,
water for the shark
yeah.
to eat him. Right or wrong, the guy's dying.
I
It's
hate to
you or
say
him.
it, but I think he's right because
Probably.
the guy was gonna die anyway.
Right.
Mhm.
So
Fuck him.
yeah, I mean it sucks, but
And then
that's
they're
Yeah,
like, that's
man.
your own mate, bro.
now
Survival.
if he wasn't dying,
That's
then
wrong.
that would have been wrong. But if he's dead anyway.
I say kill them all. Fuck them. If it's me or you, guess what?
Right.
It's fucking you.
How do they try to kill? Let's see, they have did they do anything? Did they ever come up with a plan to how to kill the shark? Or was it just like, hey,
No,
like
no,
a
that's
grenade?
it is very abrupt.
well,
Like
they
literally,
throw grenades at it like multiple
Yeah.
times and
Yeah.
fucking miss completely.
I feel like they
But-
could have just waited for him to open his mouth again because he's opening his mouth
Yeah.
constantly.
It
Yeah,
is
exactly.
extremely abrupt though. Yeah, he just like jumps in the water and all of a sudden he's fucking getting his arm cut off. Like I didn't even know he had the grenade on him, honestly. When he did that, I'm like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is happening here?
Like 6 grenades left over.
How'd you guys feel about the whole like kind of correlation between that and his childhood, where his brother
I didn't
or
like
friend drowned? Yeah,
Yeah.
they didn't set it up enough to
Didn't
make
hit,
it like
yeah.
meaningful. Yeah,
Agreed.
and it just felt long. Like I just want to see what the fucking shark blow up. Like I
Yeah.
don't want to see this whole fucking scene of him underwater with his brother and they're staring at each other. For
Yeah.
what seems like
I'm not gonna
forever.
lie, I zoned out. 'Cause I
Yeah.
was just like bored. I was like, what's happening? And, like I was kind of tuning out at that point.
it. I got nothing else to add here.
No, I think that's it's not a deep movie.
No.
Would you drink your own piss?
Yes.
If I had to,
If I had to,
like
yeah.
right now.
Oh, no. No, but as a
If you had to,
as a means of survival, 100%, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I like it when he was like, "Hey, is it a bit yeasty?"
Yeah. I think most people would. Like
Yeah, you gotta drink your own
in
piss,
pure desperation, like, yeah, you're gonna drink your own piss. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
It's probably, but ooh, dehydrated piss. Because like, you ever been really dehydrated and that smell
It's like,
of like that?
uh,
Oh, probably tastes
yuck,
not
yuck,
great.
yuck.
Oof. At least like hydrated piss. It's like
Right.
probably tastes almost like water with a little bit hint of something. But ooh,
Also,
dehydrated
it's gonna
piss.
be
My
what
goodness.
80 degrees or some shit coming out. Like it's gonna be warm. That's
yeah,
that's
especially
even worse.
on that fucking piece of metal in the middle
Ugh.
of the sun.
Yeah.
Yucky.
They like cool down a little.
Do you
Yeah.
do you let it cool down or you drink it fresh? What do you think's the best way to do it? Because fresh piss gets that like sticky smell, like when you walk.
I mean, I think you
dog
just
piss area.
you just shoot it like a shot, right? You just
Okay,
it's
hear
not
me
gonna
out.
be enjoyable, but
Hear me out. Do you
Just
gather
gulp it
everyone's
down.
piss? Do you gather everyone's piss together and make a jug
ooh,
of piss
no,
and then
God,
pass
no.
the piss around?
No.
Don't-
No.
when you-
That's how
well,
you get
what-
like
okay.
diseases.
Isn't piss sterile? But anyway,
I don't
Wouldn't you
know.
get more
I think
piss per
if you're drinking
volume?
other people's piss, you could probably catch something.
we'll Google it while I go through this. Wouldn't you get more piss per volume? Though? Because what
Googling
if some
that.
you Google
Yeah,
it, dude.
right.
So-
His algorithm is bad enough.
Someone's dehydrated, doesn't have a lot of piss, and then Johnny over there, his favorite word is hydration. He has a ton of piss. You combine piss, and only the dudes that aren't shot get to drink the piss. Everyone wins.
It's that or
I mean,
yeah, it's that or death, unfortunately. So
yeah, I guess.
Here's what we're doing. If we ever get stranded, we're gathering our piss. at the end of the day.
Well, hopefully you just pray for rain, and I mean, your
Yeah,
drinking
seriously.
piss is on the last resort, but
I think you gotta drink piss like within 10 minutes of being stranded, honestly, just to keep the juices.
That would
Why
be
is Todd
so
drinking
funny.
piss already?
Yeah. We're like, our fucking backpacks are not even off, and he's already like,
Well, we have plenty of water still. No,
nope. Drink your piss. Everyone's drinking piss, and
drinking piss. That's gonna be in the next movie for sure. All right.
all right. Enough about piss drinking talk. Let's get into rating this sucker. Yeah, man. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a pretty basic movie. The shark looks great. The introduction of like a war shark movie is really interesting. I think with a higher budget, this is a better movie. But it's definitely hindered by its budget, which isn't its fault, obviously. But I don't know. I think if you're a huge shark fan, you might get some enjoyment out of this. But yeah, I don't know. I was tuning out a lot. I just couldn't get into it as much as I wanted to. So yeah, I give it a 2.5 out of 5. It's okay, but it's not something I ever see myself watching again. And like I said, I'll probably forget about it in a month.
All right. So Google AI says do not drink your own pee.
Oh, what do they
Um,
know?
And you can get, I was wrong, it's not sterile. You can get diseases like chlamydia
Ooh, yeah, exactly.
and
STDs.
other STDs, gonorrhea. And then obviously it's bacteria that's coming out of your dick or your
Mhm.
vagina, whichever one. So yeah, don't drink piss, and we won't be drinking piss. I'm scratching that whole idea, and I give the movie a 3 out of 5 because I really appreciated the shark because it looked terrifying. It was amazing. The gore was really great. I just didn't like the way the movie played out, but you got to give it originality points because we just talked about Steve just talked about fucking Sam Raimi making stupid CGI, and these guys on probably like $1 million made a cool ass shark. So 3 out of 5. I'll never watch it again, and I'll probably forget everything about it.
Yeah, also 3 out of 5 for the same reasons. I enjoyed it for a one-time watch. I love shark movies. Single location movies are hit and miss, but I think this is kind of in the middle. Honestly, I think Frozen was a little bit better, but it's better than
Yeah.
Buried. But so yeah, it was 3 out of 5. Fine, but like you guys, I'll forget about it. Once I logged it, that at least I could check Letterboxd, see if I'd seen it or whatever. But just gonna fade away into my memory.
Indeed. And what do our friends over at Letterboxd have to say about this one? Currently sitting at a 2.9 out of 5 over on Letterboxd. And what else has this guy been in? Anything? Oh, We Bury the Dead. That was actually a really good movie, by the way, if no one's ever seen that. Came out a couple years
So that was
ago.
Martin Freeman, I think.
I thought that just came
No.
out. It's the girl from Daisy Ridley.
Daisy Ridley.
Oh, Daisy. Oh, that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
You
pretty
watched
good.
Oh, when did you see that?
Whenever it came out, a couple years ago.
I thought it came out like.
Did it
literally
come out
3
like
months
January,
ago.
like this year?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, it's not the right movie. Then. Never mind. I'm thinking of a
Just time
different movie.
traveler, dude.
I'm thinking of a different movie then. Never mind. There's another movie that has a similar name that came out a few years ago, but yeah, nope, definitely didn't see that one. Okay. All right. Well, never mind. Fuck me then. Oh, what else is this guy did Wormwood?
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
he
I've seen
did
it, I think.
Sting.
Sting.
Oh, I like Sting.
I've
which
seen Sting.
Steve loved.
With
Yep.
the giant bees or wasp or something.
No, it's
The
with the spider.
Oh.
They're stuck in an apartment building, and there's a spider that a
Is that the one
girl
you-
like.
the French one you liked?
No,
Yeah, Steve-
the French one was the same year, but it was the American, or I guess maybe Australian one that I
Yeah.
liked.
Steve really liked it. I was
That was
kind
my
of
top 10.
I was kind of mad about it. I gave it a 3 out of 5, so I didn't hate it. It was decent. But Steve liked it a lot more, I remember.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yep. All right. Well, that is going to wrap it up, folks, for this week's episode. Steve, what are we doing next week?
It is our annual Valentine's Day episode.
Oh,
and
love is in the air.
Yeah, there's we've done all sorts of stuff on Valentine's Day. I mean, we did, what was that fucking one with Mike Myers? So I
Oh,
married an axe
God.
murderer.
Oh yeah,
We did
classic.
My
Woman.
boyfriend.
Woman.
Woman.
Whoa, man.
We did My Boyfriend's Back, and through this whole time, there's a movie we never fucking did, and that's My Bloody Valentine. So we're doing the
Crazy.
original, just the original this year. My Bloody Valentine.
Me and Todd are
I
still
don't know. I
convinced
swear
we
we watched
reviewed it
that.
at some
I
point.
swear we
I
did.
have I have it all written down.
I know you're the librarian, but it's Jesus. I
Yeah. You guys
distinctly
did the-
remember watching a double feature with Sam because she likes that fucking guy.
It must have been on.
The
I know you guys did it on
the-
3 Guys at Horror Days.
Yeah.
So, and maybe it's
Yeah.
one of the episodes you brought Sam on, like you brought him
Yeah,
in
I
for
guess.
Cemetery Men, or
I guess so.
The OG, right?
so. And those
The
episodes
OG.
are only in my hard drive, nowhere else
That's
in the
right.
world. So
They're dead. Yes, they're dead and
for
buried.
the best. Yeah.
For the best.
Yeah, so,
All right.
Bloody
Awesome.
Valentine.
So next week we are doing the original My Bloody Valentine. I'm sure it's streaming all over the place. It should be pretty easy to find. So go and check it out as we see what the miner has in store for us. In the meantime, you can give up the podcast, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Threads. Just search the Horror Squad Podcast. You can email us anytime, the Horror Squad Podcast at gmail.com. But the absolute best way to keep up with the podcast is our Discord, totally and completely free to join. Join Steve over there. Todd and I are there occasionally. But Steve is there 24/7 to talk all horror with your fellow listeners as well. We get a ton of great people over there. So join the Discord community. Steve hosts Movie Club every single month over there. This month is Horny Horror, double feature. First movie is what, Steve?
Burial Ground, which
Burial
that's
Ground.
gonna be a
Horny
fun,
kid.
horny, very horny kid
Horny
played
mom.
by like a fucking 30-year-old or whatever he was.
Mhm. And the second one is about to be voted on in the Discord. Movie Club, Steve just posts a Zoom link every single month on that date and time. And you can see all your fellow horror fans like us here on Zoom. It's so fun. You guys can laugh. A lot of laughs over there. And Todd and I promise we're going to do at least one this year, Todd. That's our goal. If not more.
Everyone.
Yes.
I'll do
Um,
Burial Ground's amazing. I love that film.
Yeah. But yeah. All right. What else? Don't forget to leave us a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app, merch, tpublic.com. Most of this stuff is linked on our Instagram. Oh, and thank you. We had a recent person who said the Discord link expired on our Instagram, which I did update, so it should be good now. But yeah, any issues, send us an email or a DM, and we will help you out any way we can. So thank you. And that's it, folks. So we will see you next week for My Bloody Valentine. See ya.
Right.
Bye.